It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Tonight, as the work week kicks off, another week of football comes to an end with a big Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Teams have advanced to the divisional rounds, and one more will join them. Our final wild card game is underway. Returns looking good so far. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Evans, the motion man here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That pass complete to Irving. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. Irvin here from the gun. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flyer. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels has a man. It's Ertz. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Looking. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Daniels leaving hurry up. Trying again, following the sack. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. It's the Commanders with a 4th and 2. Daniels now. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He brings it in. get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, here's Baker. He's got him, that's McMillan. What a hit, he gets flattened to the ground. Now we're gonna get an offensive timeout, that's their first. 2nd and 3 now. Baker now from the gun. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
That's just excellent dime coverage. Excellent dime defense right there. Quarterback, he's going to see a defender in coverage no matter where he looks. The end goal is making him force the throw when he shouldn't, and then capitalizing on the mistake with the turnover.
Daniels on first down. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we're to the half in this NFC Wild Card contest. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate. Once again, thanks very much. What a 3 days of football. This has been an absolute blast. Now, just one more half of football remains until we lock down the matchups for the divisional round starting next Saturday.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Reaches the 30. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Commanders take a third quarter lead. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That pass complete to McMillan. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's the give to Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Once again, Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Play made by Deron Payne. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to Irving now. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the give, this is Irving. He loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Regular.
Baker now off the play fake. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Alert!
Mayfield to throw. He's on the move. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card. Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Daniels throwing on third. On the move, headed right. He'll wind up and heft it deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Another try for Benson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What's that? What's that?
Mayfield set to pass. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers down by 7. Second and 3 now.
What's that?
From the 36. Short pass brought in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Looking to throw it. Brought in right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Textbook hitch route. He's hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Palmer. This return makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Option play now. He's headed right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on 4th down. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Piniero's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. McMillan hauls it in. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Baker throwing again. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.